as America prepares to celebrate its 250th birthday, a unique traveling exhibit is bringing the nation's history directly to communities across the country. The Freedom Trucks are a fleet of mobile museums making stops in all of the lower 48 states. This weekend, a Freedom Truck will be in Champlin, and joining us now to talk about that is Rachel Reisner with Freedom 250. Rachel, welcome to the show. This is certainly a unique project here as America gets set to celebrate its 250th birthday. What inspired this idea for the Freedom Trucks?
Yeah, well, thanks again for having me. It's so great to be here. So as America is turning 250, we're bringing this celebration to every community. Originally, it was picked up because of the freedom trains from the original centennial. So, what it feels like on the inside is a little bit like an exciting history class, rather than being stuck in your desk, you walk in and you're greeted by George Washington. So this was just a way to make sure all communities were included, involved for the 250th, and bring a little bit of history in Washington, D.C. to everybody.
Yeah, what kind of reactions have you seen so far to people who have interacted with this? Students, maybe people who were students long time ago, getting a chance to kind of re-educate themselves on a few things. What kind of reactions have you seen?
Yeah, across the board, we've had so many folks of all ages, history buffs, not so much history buffs, kids who are even forced to go with grandma and grandpa. So excited to go through, sign the Declaration of Independence, and deal with AI. And, it's really a blast.
Yeah, I have no doubt about it. What exactly is inside these trucks that people get excited about?
Yeah, like I mentioned, there's of course the virtual signing of the Declaration, which is real fun for most people who wishes they were part of the original founding, but you can do it now in 2026, right?
Right.
Additionally, like I said, the AI George Washington is truly unique. On top of it, there's fun quizzes like, are you a loyalist or are you a patriot? And just, isn't that great?
That's
Uh,
awesome.
so, the exhibit really takes a snapshot of our history. And now, as America is turning 250, these trucks are just something to tell the story of how we were born and remember or remind everyone about our freedoms and launching into the next 250 years of greatness.
Yeah, why do you think civic knowledge right now is so important? There's a lot of people. Listen, for better or worse, there's a lot of American citizens right now that couldn't pass a U.S. citizenship test. Let's be honest. So why is this so important right now to kind of re-educate people?
Yeah, so you're spot on. This is a walk through our history. And as we launch into the next 250 years, Freedom 250 is very focused on uniting folks and reminding everybody why our values are similar. No matter what walk of life you come from, what state you're from, Wisconsin's usually better than Minnesota, just kidding.
I was about to say, don't tell everybody else that.
Had to, but regardless of where you're from, this is a thing that connects everyone alike. Our freedoms, our liberties, our democracy are all part of what makes America the best nation in the world. So, this is a walkthrough through history, like I mentioned. It shows a snapshot of American heroes, everyone from Rosa Parks to the Wright brothers to, the more original guys with the curly hair.
Oh yeah.
So I think as more and more families and parents and folks are worried about younger generations like ours, it's just another way to showcase to young Americans and Americans of all generations that this is a story we own. And it's important to celebrate as we hit 250.
Yeah, it seems like maybe, I can't speak for any other nation on earth, but, the longer we get away from the beginning of our country, the more people might tend to forget about how we started and where we are and how we've come to be a nation. So what do you hope that people take away from this exhibit when they walk away?
This is just a experience and time for Minnesotans to join together with friends, families, and go in with an open mind and think about what makes their neighborhood, their family, their culture so special. Across the board, America only turns 250 once. And as we launch into the next 250 years, we're hoping all Americans feel rejuvenated and excited about all of what has happened, all of what's to come, and just ready for, you know, the next 200 years.
Yeah. Well, last one for you. How can Minnesotans find out when the Freedom trucks are coming around nearby?
Yes. So we're obviously here now and we're continuing to add more stops. We're also just right across the river in Wisconsin this weekend in La Crosse. That being said, if you visit us at freedom.250 or excuse me, freedom250.org, you can go ahead and visit us and learn all about the upcoming celebrations. On top of this, you'll see fantastic celebrations across the country, whether it's Mount Rushmore, the International Naval Review in New York this summer, or the Great American State Fair in DC. There is something for everybody.
Yeah, no, we're certainly looking forward to it. I think it's got a lot of great history, and I think everybody's going to really enjoy it when they get a chance to see it up close and personal. Rachel, we appreciate you taking the time. Thank you so much for being here on the show, and we look forward to seeing those Freedom trucks running around here in Minnesota. Can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.